basketball the past couple of days. 8 points already.
That's right.
In this first quarter.
Neely covered by Meyerhofer. Over to Jervy Cruz. Look, could be flopping. Yep, it will be flopping called on Meyerhofer, so that's going to be a warning. Second one today will be a technical.
So the coaching staff from Rain or Shine wanting the basket to count, but they got the flop. The whistle was blown before the shot went up.
And Neely almost threw that out of bounds, but this one went over the line. It's back to B-Meg Derby Ace. So now some of the problems from game number 4 are starting to surface here. It was a nice start for Rain or Shine, but then those chinks in the armor are starting to come out again.
Well, yeah, a lot of turnovers, not a lot of easy shots at the basket. And I think Solomon Mercado not really getting in the flow early is a big factor. He really is one of the catalysts of this Rain or Shine offense.
And Roger Yap nails the 3, extending the lead now to 15 with 4 minutes and 41 still remaining in the first. We've got a timeout on our hands as Coach Caloy Garcia argues his case here with the officials. And as expected, emotions are really running high in game number 5, and why not? The entire season on the line for both of these teams. This 30-second timeout brought to you, by the way, by Handy Fix, ang first aid ng bahay mo. Bonds all, seals all.
Now going back to what I was saying right before that timeout, I mean, you look at Mercado, they won in game 3 and he had 15 assists. So he's not the type of guy who only if he's scoring makes things happen.
Right.
He's a defensive presence. He creates, he's so explosive off the dribble that his penetration creates for other guys. He got Ray back a couple open shots already. One of them went in, one of them didn't. But without that deep penetration that he gets so frequently and his ability to attack in transition, that's a significant portion of Rain or Shine's offense, where the team's obviously not Saul Mercado, but he has a big impact.
Drought has gone on for going on about 4 minutes now. Still stuck at the 6-point mark. Let's see who can break through on offense here for the Elasto Painters. Rod Neely out to Norwood. Norwood, Aranya, can he break the silence? No. Rod Neely, offensive rebound. And this time, Rico Meyerhofer's efforts down low pay off. That will be an offensive foul against Neely.
I think Rico Meyerhofer's got a bit of Ronald Tubin in him, and I don't mean that in a necessarily negative or positive way. It's that they're both really good athletes, and their feet put them in position a lot. And so they're able to take charges. Now, sometimes they flop, sometimes they're legitimate charges, but their effort to get there always gives them an opportunity to take that charge.
Rivas to James Yap. And this time it's going to be an offensive foul on the other end called on Tony Washam. And we've got Leah Cruz now standing by with this report.
Thanks, Vito. Now, according to head coach Caloy Garcia, fatigue was definitely a factor in that Game 4 loss. They were just walking the ball, they were playing too soft, and just watching Tony Washam instead of challenging him. Now, the keys today include, number 1, be more physical and run more. Number 2, play their game. They cannot allow the Llamados to dictate the tempo and take easy shots. They have to play hard. And number 3, they cannot let the drama of the series get to them or get intimidated by anyone on the other camp. Vito and Alex?
Thank you, Leah. And the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters commit yet another turnover.
Well, a lot of turnovers early, and B-Meg has been playing some tremendous defense.
Washam in the face of the D. Offensive rebound and put back by Rico Meyerhofer.
You think Rico Meyerhofer is proving that he deserves to be one of the top 2 picks in the PBA? Just with so much on the line, using his athleticism to go to the glass, shot goes up. Typically, the rebound goes to the weak side. Meyerhofer knows that, draws the contact, and finishes.
Such a shifty young player, Rico Meyerhofer. Great offensive awareness. Can't finish the 3-point play, however, but B-Meg Derby Ace almost got a hand on that. It is a 17-point advantage now for the B-Meg Derby Ace Llamados. Aranya gets it blocked over to Washam. This will be an easy one. Washam saves it for Roger Yap. Yap up and under, no. Gabe Norwood moves in. And this aerial battle between Gabe Norwood and Rico Meyerhofer continues.
Attack in the basket. Man, there's a lot of action early. And, you know, Rain or Shine really needed that stop. They're down 17 already. Another breakaway layup would have made this a 19-point game. Instead of the conversion on one end, they get a chance for Norwood to get to the line and try to chop this thing down to 15 points.
Sol Mercado, as you can see, getting ready to come back into this ball game. We want to take this time to acknowledge the support of Hanes, the official underwear of the PBA. So Rain or Shine finally get another point on the board, but still a long way to go for the Elasto Painters.
7 points in 9 minutes, Vito. Just a low production again.
James Yap flashing out. The fadeaway. No basket. On the other end, Norwood trying to find an opening. Aranya finds Jerby Cruz. Cruz launches it in and out.
Good patience right there on the part of Washam.
Yep. Llamados with Washam nailing another one.
Well, he gets rewarded for the patience. He didn't force the first early shot, kicked it back out to the point guard, and got a wide open shot because of it.
Norwood challenge jumper will count, and there will be a foul.
When you really got to feel like Norwood and Mercado are going to have to step up in this game for Rain or Shine to have a significant chance.
And we will see Sol Mercado back in action right after this. It really doesn't get any more simple than that, really, for the B-Meg Derby Ace Llamados. You could say the same, really, for Rain or Shine. Well, Rafi Rivas, who did play a huge role in game number 4, and he knows what's at stake here. This B-Meg Derby Ace Llamados franchise, very used to this kind of situation. They're in their 6th Game 5 appearance in a quarterfinal series. Rain or Shine making their 2nd Game 5 appearance in a best-of-5 series as well. Interestingly enough, it was these two teams that met in the quarterfinals last conference.
Well, in the conference prior, Rain or Shine played the then Pure Foods team.
Yes.
To get into the semifinals.
You're correct.
So, successive conferences, these guys seem to face each other all the time.
Mark Pingris now in for B-Meg Derby Ace. Yap out to Roger Yap. Yap short from there.
Gonna get a push in the back on Pingris there on Aranya.
So this possession returning now to the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters, who have Sol Mercado back in harness.
You know, one of the graphics that we flashed in the pregame was Roger Yap and how he played in Game 4.
Correct.
Well, he's going to get a sub now. Paul Artadi's going to come in for him, but Roger Yap's done his job in the first quarter. He's already got 5 assists in the first quarter. A very good job of orchestrating his team's offense.
And Artadi, his assignment will be on Sol Mercado. Less than 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Rain or Shine looking to get into double digits here. Neely missing.
Gonna have another foul this time, I think, on Mark Talan, was it? Oh, Rod Neely.
Oh, so Rod Neely picks up his 2nd.
Well, now it's going to mean 2 more shots for Derby Ace, and once again, just like Game 4, they've come out playing fantastic basketball. A huge lead early, and remember, we said in the pregame, whoever's had the lead after just the first quarter alone in this series has ended up winning the game. So let's see if that trend continues, or if Rain or Shine's able to buck the trend and change around what's been happening.
And this free throw shot brought to you by B-Meg Derby Ace Premium Formula. Dito ka na sa Llamados, featuring Mark Pingris. He misses on that one. And officials called jump ball, unable to determine who had the last touch there.
Well, and that one's just, Rain or Shine players just a little bit slow to that basketball. Someone needed to jump in and grab that. Early on, just Derby Ace playing very well in this game.
Rain or Shine winning on the possession. And Marcia Arellano, who played